Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I got a few cards out here. My phone ran out of memory, so I had to delete some stuff, and we're going to get going with this again. I'm going to go ahead and catch you up on what's going on here. I was wanting to get a read on how the separation is going. You know, this curator of human and animal life force vitality, the energy and, you know, flesh stuff, is stating himself that we are very near the split. It could happen very, very soon. Anyway, so I was wondering, how is the split going with the nihilists who, you know, kind of play in the death energy, and those who are of life and bring forth, you know, light energy, life energy. So how's that going? So in the central energy, we have got disappointed, right? So they're very disappointed and they need to find a new path. They may be going on a journey. You can see that they're running down that path. That's a forested path. And I really feel that some folks are running for the hills, right? They're running for the hills. They're trying to get away from this. They were in the room, which is the mind, of the house, which is the temple, the flesh temple, of the gift, which is the, however you want to see that, divine feminine, divine masculine, star sun, okay? The light-bodied entities. They're challenged because of this team of the main female here, working very diligently, and we've got journey. So the team of this main female is bringing forth a journey. They're on a journey. It could be journey in the indigenous culture is transitioning into the spiritual realm or another dimensional reality. In the subconscious, we've got the star here and the hermit card. So there is inner guidance, right? The inner light of this star is shining a light on the truth of what's been going on here. And there is like a revitalization of and a rejuvenation of perhaps hope, faith, a belief in, you know, this higher authority than these brutalizers that have been experiencing, you know, great fun on your suffering. They're in bad health. The fact that the light is being shined on all of this is making them sick. They're just sick. In the recent past, we have a King of Cups who is in his thoughts, and he could be regarding this community. We're going to need to get more clarification on that. In the intentions and expectations, we've got poverty. So there's a Two of Swords. They're stuck in the middle. They're blind to the truth. They are losing their wealth, their abundance, because a wedding has taken place. This wedding that everybody was trying so desperately to keep apart between the sun and the star. You know, these light-bearing people, these Christed beings, they were really trying to make certain that you didn't come together. And it looks like you did. So there's they're in poverty now because your energy is going to each other. And there's an enterprise. There's an enterprise of this union of these energies across the globe. Okay, so it's not localized, it's worldwide. We have a King of Swords here. There could be some sort of mental clarity, but we also have official person in the reverse. So either this King of Swords has clarity regarding an official person that has been doing some shady stuff regarding lovers, or it could be a lover, or, you know, they've been directing this lover. There could be a false official person here that has been moving around, you know, this kind of energy, whatever. We're going to get more clarification. The lens that's being looked through is you've got a Nine of Cups. So there's an abundance of love, an abundance of wealth. This marriage happened. It has been accomplished. And the sweetheart, this main female, the star that they've been trying to unalive, she no longer has to provide services to these ones. She's no longer their servant. She's in this union with this person here who could be the sun, a sun imbued vessel that is another person. Yeah, so he's saying, you know what, no, we're not going to work with you anymore. And there's a big surprise in the water. So, and I've heard these nihilists talking about underwater. So there's something underwater. In slang, that means they're losing money. But it could be that they hid something in the water and it's been found. In the hopes and fears, we have vivacious, passionate, powerful, courageous Queen of Wands here. She's very confident and she is a gift. She is the gift. They're afraid of her gifts. They're afraid of her gifts. We've got the Knight of Wands here, and also, so we've got this Knight of Wands, confident, energetic, charming, and we have a Knight of Pentacles who may be protective regarding this wand fellow, right? And there's an ending here. There's a death. Now, it could be happening to both of them or whatever, but there's a transition and a transformation. There's a letting go. Something's in the courthouse. Now, I'll catch you up on this. So we've got 5 of Pentacles for crushes. You know, those people who just went out and I'm crushing on you. Let's get together. Oh, now I'm moving on to the next one. Whatever. The wheel has turned and they're being disconnected. That's justice. They have to go work for what it is they want. It's the end of your burden. They have to go work for what it is that they need to earn. And they're feeling trapped by this emperor here because he is the king of the mountain, king of the hill, whatever you want to look at. And these entities are being divorced and cut out of the mother's loving cup, out of her nurturing. Like, she doesn't have to serve them anymore. She's a sweetheart and she does not have to serve them anymore. And Spirit Divine said, never give it back. You'll never give it back. She's in a divine union here. And her spouse is like, no, cutting it off. So you've got this Knight of Swords and Page of Pentacles. They're being impatient, like they're taking direct action. They're trying to make plans. They're like, oh gosh, what's going on? You know, because they're in fear. They're in fear. You know, they were fighting. They were deceitful. They were scamming and cheating. And it could be that this is a King of Pentacles that was scamming and cheating, or that he caught them doing so. You've got a 3 of Cups celebration here because everything is in balance. Everything is harmonized regarding the 2 of Cups unions. And you're transitioning out of here. Like, you're out of here. By land or by sea. And these ones are having a nightmare. They're having a nightmare. And where's that other one? Okay. Because there's a change. A change is happening here. There's a message of concern. In the courthouse right here, we've got this privileged lady was doing something with a child. Innocent purity in a family room. And we've got coffin here. And then so they're they're being judged for that behavior. What they were doing with the children here. Trying to keep these lovers from coming together. They're very concerned. This mature man is very concerned because the sudden wealth is on the distant horizons gonna be like leaving them. And they can't stop thinking about this woman and her house. Could be her temple or where she's going. Like they wanted it, right? This mature woman was expecting it. She wanted it. She really did. But this courtship is on the pathway. And I think she wanted this courtship, but the courtship is here. She wanted the pathway of that. She's in despair. She's in despair because the main male is here. He's very high honor. He is the main female's marriage partner here. He's high honor. And these ones are facing imprisonment. So yeah, they're being judged and they're getting imprisonment for what it is that they have been doing to children, trying to keep them apart. So now we'll continue on. We've got the Queen of Wands here, which is just super serious about living her life. She is the gift, and she's confident about her existence, and she's not just gonna freaking leave, right? We got pleasure seekers here. So yeah, she's this gift, you know, these pleasure seekers are like all over her, constantly on her back. Okay, so you got the Knight of Wands here, some little Prince Charming. You've got a Knight of Pentacles. They're tentative. They don't quite know what to do. We've got the Death energy here, the end of a cycle, and they're being let go. There's something in the courthouse. Yeah, soldiers. They were fighting against divine union. They were fighting against divine union of innocent people, and they were doing stuff with kids. Haughtiness. They're prideful. They get in the message that they're going to prison, and they have to transition out of that. They were constantly having fun, bringing misfortune and sorrow to people. And the Lord is here like, hey, what's going on? Because they were selling, buying and selling people, places, energy. And they were bringing sorrow to the hope of the feminine, the divine feminine. So everybody's talking about it. You know, they did it for money. That's how they were making their money. And now there's an old woman who's sick. And we've got cheerfulness. Be of good cheer. This is over. We got the Death card. Yep. There could be a priest or a friend of a priest who was faithful to whatever, making people sick. Maybe they are sick. Oh yeah, we got widower. Someone's going down. Someone's in bad health. It could be a priest. They need consolation. They might be trying to, they're praying right now, trying to, you know, be consoled by this woman that they decided to go up against. The wife of the son. Wow. All these masculines brutalize this main female, trying to get her to transition so that they could keep these two apart and steal her wealth while she suffered. And the way that they treated her was so very horrible. And they got off on it. They got excited. You know, I was listening for years. I've been listening to children cry out in terror. I'll tell you, it really does a number on the mental body when you're having to listen to the suffering of children 24/7, year after year after year, crying out in terror, begging for help. It's so awful to try to gain balance and harmony while you're listening to that kind of crap. And you know, the most disgusting part of it is that these a-holes were always in freaking rutting season. And so while the children were crying, you got these guys out there looking for pleasure, harvesting out of the sacral and the root of the feminine. It's disgusting what they are. Most foul. So they got a failed attempt here. They got a journey. They were in the mental body and in the physical body of this gift. They were messing around trying to get her to transition. They are now challenged by her team which is bringing about their desire. They will, oh, okay? They will be driven. They were trying to drive this main female. They wanted her to be open, and maybe she was at some point open to serving them, open to giving them her energy, her care, you know, whatever it was that she had to share, she was giving it. And they were in her mind, in her energy, in affecting her flesh suit, and she was the gift, and they were driving her. And now it's coming back on them. They're challenged because her team is here and they are leaving. They could be taking a journey, like not the journey that they were expecting. They were openly driving her. They were open about it. Like everybody knew it. It was a thing, you know, a way of being. It was just the way you do it. And you know, the sickening thing about it is too, is that they were teaching these younger people that she liked it. They programmed their minds into believing that she liked it. And they didn't care that she was suffering. Not one bit did they care. They were like all lining up at the door, wanting to take a little drink. And then when you got this nihilist talking about these people, well, have you been approached respectfully? It's like, dude, there's history. Words don't mean shit. Okay? There's history. That proves your words of respectability mean nothing. It's disgusting that they would even consider that their sweet little act would be taken seriously at this point. Stupid. Now they're asking their Lord and Master, well, what do we do now? Well, did you be respectful? Well, no, you raped her for centuries, man. Through many cycles of birth and death, you took the essence of both the sun and the star, and you did your very best to make certain that they would remain in suffering forever and fuel your little pleasure escapade while the children suffered. Wholeness. Splendor. So, yeah. So this main female, so they're challenged because the team of this main female is bringing about a journey, which could be an actual leaving, an actual separation of timelines, which I believe is actually happening. It could be a bifurcation or a trifurcation, right? Service to self, service to others, and then those who are all of that, right? So take it as it resonates. So yeah, she persevered. She persevered. She has wholeness. And not only that, there's splendor here. Like, this is a magnificent example of divinity, this main female. Whoever you are, you're this beautiful gift. This beautiful revitalizer. And you're happy, even though all of this has gone on. So they're in bad health. They're like sick over it. They did it openly. They didn't think that they would ever get caught. They didn't think that they would ever have to stop. They didn't think anybody would ever know. They thought that they could keep these two apart forever. Right? And they took a great delight in it. Or perhaps there is a great delight now, because there is an achievement. There is success here. You shined a light. on this person. They delighted in bringing people bad health. They delighted in bringing people bad health. And this is going on them now. It's theirs. It's their gift. You've got a King of Cups here in their thoughts. And there's a community here. So he's either thinking about this community. Thinking about this community. Whoa, what's going on with the King of Cups in this community, Spirit? These cards are so bulky. What does that say? Spiritual practice in the reverse. So they've got a South Node spiritual practice. They don't have a spiritual practice. They are stuck in the middle. They need to make some tough decisions. They're facing poverty because of this wedding, because of this union. Like, the Sun is like, you will not, the sweetheart will not serve you anymore. You will not take anything from her again. You will never get it back. Bunch of hypocritical, you know, they lie to your face and then they freaking abuse you. Divine support. So yeah, there's divine support here in this wedding. So they're not alone. The Sun and the Star are not alone. I really feel, now I've heard these nihilists talking about the cosmos. So it's like they have the support of the entire cosmos right at this time. And they can't move against that. They just can't move against that. You know, and they think that because they can talk and they can act, you know, really well for a short time, that allows them permission, you know. Oh, but I'm talking sweetly. Why won't you let me in your energy? Well, gee, because you've been siphoning my energy for decades and I know full well what you've been doing, and your words don't mean crap. They don't mean shit. They have less value than a pile of shit. How dare you, hypocrite? Speak kind words that belong to the divine when your actions and your heart is the most vile ever. So we've got the King of Swords here, and we've got an unofficial person. So he could be looking at an unofficial person trying to come in as a lover, or he is an unofficial person as a lover. We got a lover here. He's got authority. He's got mental clarity regarding this unofficial person who is directing lovers. What is this? What is this? A pimp? Is this some sort of a pimp? Is he looking at this person? What is this? Harmony. What's going on? Lover, harmony, official person, unofficial person. So he may not be, well, he's got an authority, but he might not be a politician. Like, nobody may know who he is. Or he's got clarity on crooked officials. Maybe he's undoing crooked officials in order to bring about harmony for love. We're going to have to wait and see. We got the Nine of Cups here, so it's accomplished. The big love has come together. They are in a marriage. They are united. This sweetheart will no longer be providing services to these abusive pleasure seekers. Yep, because she's innocent. She's innocent, and she nurtured them. She was a sweetheart. She provided nurturing, and they tried to frame her with defilement, degrading, stupid, energetic defoulment. They did defile her in the best way that they could, man. And she no longer has to serve them. They can't touch her energy. They're not given access to her love. Where she lives, it's private property. They do not have permission to be there. Nothing they say falsely, respectfully, no lie that they speak, no matter how respectfully, will ever gain them access to her again. Never will she ever provide services to these ones again. Enlightenment. So the sun is here regarding crooked occupations. So occupations, the work that people were trying to hide, is being pulled out of the water. It'll be a surprise. It'll be an enlightenment. People will be enlightened as to what these ones have been hiding. The underhanded work that they've been doing and hiding within the water. Be prepared. Something's going to happen. Something's coming up out of the water. There's some kind of a surprise, some kind of an enlightenment about underhanded work that these ones have been doing. It will be revealed. And Spirit said that a few days back, that there's going to be a lot of announcements made in March regarding this. And of course, you've got these people, the star and the sun energies coming together, but you also have the crooked little whack jobs that are trying to walk exact edge definition. So they're trying to walk the walk of a sovereign being, but really they're just a horrendous thief and a vile defiler of purity and innocence. They're a thief that has stolen the goods and services of a sweetheart. In whatever form you want to consider this sweetheart, there's multiple, okay? It's not just singular. There's a lot of things that have been going on in the collective. So you're standing here in your power. You are the gift. You're bright and shiny. You've got some, look, pleasure seekers. Yeah, you've got pleasure seekers here. Trying to, now they want to get on a spiritual quest. They want your sense of belonging. They want to come in and say they want to learn from you, but all they really want to do is stay in your energy. Their heart is still freaking black. All they want to do is find out what made you survive, what made you so successful, so they can try to knock you on your ass again. This is a lie. Anybody coming forward speaking respectfully right now is a underhanded thief who intends to find out what made you successful so that they can destroy you properly next time. That's it. Blessings. Blessings. They were coming after your blessings. They were trying to fight you for your blessings. It's in the court. They were doing stuff with children. You've got a Knight of Wands, a Knight of Pentacles, and you got the Death card in the courthouse. Whatever's coming out in this court is for about these soldiers fighting this star and sun for their blessings. Yeah, it's coming out. There's a big enlightenment that's about to happen. And we got embrace, steadfastness. So you never gave up. You were firm. You kept moving forward. You embraced the challenge, and you were steadfast. You kept moving. You kept going on, and you've got this new beginning because you're determined. You're determined to survive, and you're determined to be happy, and you're determined to stop this abuse. You have a positive outlook. You've got the insight. You survived brutality of an amazing, incredible amount. Nobody survives this kind of shit, but you did. And you still have a positive outlook. Okay? So you're protected. You're protected by your personal transformation. You have been empowered. You found the life within you, and you found its connection to source. And you discovered what it is that flows through you as a transmitter receiver. A divine being connected to the all that is. The sun and the stars are within you. Okay? Divine Mother is mad about the babies. I can tell you that. I heard her. And you know the wonderful thing about royalty is when they speak, see these ones, these nefarious nihilists, they can speak respectfully, but their words are empty. Like the vibration or the frequency that comes with the words, it doesn't match. It just doesn't match, man. The vibration of the spoken word, even though the words themselves are respectful, it doesn't match. When the true divine speaks, it's matched. Matchy-matchy. And it's not violent. It's not militant. It's factual. The Divine Mother said, my babies, these ones will be getting death, and they will experience what they put those babies through. They're going to want to die. And they're not going to be able to. It's over now. And regardless what happens at this point, you know, there's been a lot of those that were, they were sentenced and hexed, cursed, locked away, given a sentencing, a prison time, and it was deceitful. It was driven. They were driven to do things that they would not otherwise do, and everything around them and within them was manipulated, and then they cursed them only so that they could continue to trap them and siphon off of them. Okay? That's exactly why there's so much suffering in the world. They needed an excuse to lock people up, and they were playing both sides of the coin because they had eliminated the communications. You know, they had placed blockages on the third eye, on the crown, on the heart space, and they were not able to be heard like they were. And they were dressing up in the energy and doing really vile things, wearing masks as the suns and the stars in order to try to convince the Most High that they were vile. But the truth is out, and it's coming out here. We've got older man here, dealings or relationship with an older man. So they were openly driving the mental body and the house, the temple, making it sick. You know, they give people heart attacks, strokes. You know, they cause their organs to shut down, all kinds of nasty crap. But this main female is whole. She was able to persevere. She's splendor. She's this beautiful shining gift. She is the star here. She's a star. And because she survived all of that, and she's got a team here protecting her, they're shining a light on the truth of these people, bringing bad health to people and delighting in their achievements. So, you know, this is going to be their gift. It's like you really played it. You really enjoyed that, did you? Okay, now you're going to go find out what it felt like. Now you get to go find out what it felt like. It's only fair. You know, you can't, you know, if you're ignorant as to the effects of what it is you're doing, then you got to go experience the effects of what it is your choices are bringing to the world. So, this main female is highly thought of. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Because she persevered and overcame these problems, we've got perseverance here twice. Wholeness. So she's highly thought of, and we've got a team. There's a journey here. They're leaving, like she's out of there. Like the divine feminine in whatever aspect she is. I like to think of it as, macro, plural. Because everybody, has been experiencing the same story to a lesser or a greater degree. So there is a there's this light shining. The star is here shining a light on the truth. It's incredible. Okay, and we've got reconciliation in the reverse. These ones will not be reconciled. There's no reconciliation. Nothing they can lie respectfully will gain them access to this energy ever again. It's not a requirement. Those days are over. The gift came, the gift gave, and they decided to destroy the gift. They no longer have permission. They don't have any spiritual practice. They're just brutalizers. They're just mean, vicious, cruel, and they do it to innocent ones who can't even defend themselves. So we've got celebration, fun, and enjoyment. They could be, this King of Cups in this community is deep in their thoughts because there's celebration here. There's celebration. You've got divine support. This wedding is here. Okay. And so they're in a Two of Swords. They could be at a crossroads and they're suffering poverty because of it. They could not keep you apart. They could not keep you apart. Look, a position of authority. This is your position and you're here. You're seen as nobility, as a dignitary. And they're in danger, especially in money matters. They've got poverty here. So, the King of Swords is here. He's got mental clarity. He may not be an official person. Like he might not be, technically, because those official people, the politicians and all of that, they are contracted. They're contracted and loyal to a specific system. So there's a King of Swords here. He may not actually be a 3D official person. And I mean that 3D. Okay, official person. This is a higher ranking person with divine support. He may have insight as to crooked official persons. Whatever it is, he's bringing harmony here to love. He is a lover of harmony. He is a lover of harmony. He's not here to play politics. He's a lover of harmony. See, and you got these politicians and everybody out there arguing about who's the strongest, who's the most powerful, who can tell who to do what. And it's like, dude, just freaking get along, man. Love each other, for Pete's sake. What the hell? What's so hard about that? What's so freaking hard about that? Marriage. 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 We've got tent. This is a temporary situation. So, the sweetheart, what we got here, but I think it came out in the reverse though. So it's like, I'm just going to put it back. We've got marriage here. We've got a sweetheart who's innocent and she nurtured. She took care of people, man. She provided services that they couldn't do for themselves and they decided to brutalize her. And the son, trying to keep them apart. They will not be offering any services to these ones ever again. They will never get it. They will need to go learn how to become it. That's all there is to it. And they'll have to do so while undergoing the suffering that these ones had to go through. That's just the way it is. They got crooked occupation, underhanded work. They did bad work. And there's a surprise, and it's coming up out of the water. And these ones are concerned. these nihilists, I've heard them talking underwater. I thought maybe it meant they were losing money, but there's a surprise in the water, a huge surprise in the water that has very bad works going on there. People will be enlightened about it. It's coming out. It's coming out very soon. This month, it'll probably be some kind of an announcement. We've got Moon and changes in your life. There's going to be changes. There's enlightenment coming. Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands, hope and fear. So there's a hope. There is this Queen of Wands, confident with her gifts. She may have a lot of admirers, but that's just a lot of pleasure seekers. They want to come and partake in the gift. You know, I mean, she could probably elevate so many people. Look at the community that she has elevated. And the sun, the stars and the suns, there's not very many of you, but look at what your light and your life force essence, look at how many billions of people your energy has been supporting. And still the planet is suffering. They've been taking the energy out of the animals and the actual planet, the waters and everything. They've been toxifying everything. They're nihilists. They annihilate everything that's living. They are anti-life. They're a bunch of pleasure seekers. And, you know, they've proven themselves time and time again. And no matter how respectful they tell a lie, it's still a freaking lie. Four-leaf clover. Great good fortune. You went on a spiritual crest. You have a sense of belonging. These people want to take part in your great good fortune. These pleasure seekers are coming up and they're saying, hey, teach me, let me belong. And it's like, no, man, you just want to, this is a rat, a freaking bunch of rats wanting to take part in her luck and her pleasure so that they can work against her. They want to learn about what pulled her through, what made her so strong, so that they can mimic it and become that and then take her out for good next time. They don't get permission to come back in. Absolutely not. Give it up. Owl. Good advice from a wise person. Now, I was in the bathtub a while back, a month or two ago. It was wild, man. Sometimes when I'm in the bathtub, I start singing and stuff. And I was singing along really loud, and all of a sudden I heard myself say, whoo, whoo, whoo. Owl woman. Owl woman. Owl woman is scary. They're going to go visit Owl woman is what they're going to do for trying to steal these blessings. There's wisdom here, right? The owl is wisdom. So in the courthouse, you've got wisdom, and there's about death. So you've got the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, death, and in the courthouse, there were soldiers trying to steal the blessing of the wise woman or the wise man. The wisdom is out here. Everybody can see it. They wanted the bowl of material things. They wanted the blessings, and they thought all they had to do was get it, was to destroy the one who actually brought it and created it. They did something in December, and it's not bringing them happiness. They're not going to be going out and having any fun. These are not temporary problems. This is going to stick around a while. Why? Because there was too much concern with sexual matters. regarding the rabbit. These are bad, bad people, man. And they, you know, and it's disgusting because they take the form of innocence. They take the form of like an angelic, and then they dress up in the energy of that, and they present themselves real well, you know? But it's a lie. It's all a freaking lie. And I said years ago to some woman who was having, you know, midnight sex with an invisible person, trying to, you know, harvesting her energy, and she was in love. She said, oh, this is my whatever, you know, my eternal flame, whatever. And I'm like, girl, you're, and I was so mad about it because she was so into it, and I'm like, you don't understand. And she got angry with me and told me, how dare I try to interfere with her love, you know? I'm like, wow, man. Pitiful. It's pitiful. I'm gonna pull some of these real quick, and then we'll shut it down. So yeah, you know, I pick up on this is one thing I'm reading on, is the transition right now is between the nihilist who wishes to destroy life, trap the goodness so that they can pull off it while being lazy little scumbag rapists, thieving everybody while proclaiming themselves the strongest God ever, right? They were openly driving this feminine, whether it be in whatever body, okay, masculine, feminine, you all have divine masculine and feminine within you, whether you consider yourself a sun or a star, whatever. They were driving people openly, bragging about it. And now they got to go find a new path. Crushed because they couldn't crush you. They could not crush you. This older man, you know what, when they found out this woman is out there, you know, kicking their butts, whatever, and they're like, well, woman? He said it just like that. He was so disgusted because he thinks so little of the woman, and she came and kicked ass, and he couldn't believe it. He was so disrespectful in that moment. And you know what? You shouldn't have to share space with a masculine who thinks of you like that, who wants to drive your mind, drive your house into sickness, drive you into traumatic ends, you know, use and abuse you when it comes to love and harmony within yourself and within your home. All because they freaking want to take part in your gift. Look at them. It's like, go away, man. Go freaking get a job. Get a effing job, freaking leech. Conquest. So you were not just another notch in the headboard. So you may not be having sex. You persevered through this challenge on your own. Your energy is pure. They were not able to take you out. They couldn't get an sexual relationship with you. You persevered through this challenge all by yourself. So the Hermit's here shining a light on this, on your hope, on your faith, on these ones, enjoying, taking delight in achieving bad health for people. There's no reconciliation here, and they're going to suffer. They're going to suffer that which they have brought so much of into the world. There's no reconciliation. They took great delight in causing suffering for people, for profit, for money. So you've got a King of Cups here who's all up in his thoughts about this celebration, about this fun, about this enjoyment. Right? They didn't take the spiritual journey. They didn't go spiritual. They decided to try to brutalize and stomp on and dominate and be a freaking brutalizing tyrant. It's ending. It's over. For this community who chose brutalization. They chose flash and clash over love and harmony. So you're having celebration, fun, enjoyment. This person here, this so-called King of Cups, is in his thoughts about it. They're in danger, especially in money matters. They're facing poverty. They're blind to the truth. You have divine support, and it's not just divine support, it's cosmic. It's big. Because of who you are. The wedding happened. It's happening. The cosmos wants it, and the cosmos will have it. These ones have been brutalizing, timelines and putting, people in different matrices, and then thinking of them as nothing more than chattel, right? To be birthed, grown, raised, and then slaughtered, just like they do the cows and the chickens and all that. They don't think of you as anything more than that, these nihilists. And they want to come in and speak respectfully and think that they're going to maintain their position within your energy? That they're going to get a little house on your foundation? And learn about what makes you strong so that they can do it again? No, man, they don't get to know. They don't get to know. They get cut off. They can go figure it out through their own freaking trials and challenges, while overcoming the death that they made you overcome over and over and over again as you lived and died, lived and died, lived and died, and went through this suffering process. Jerks. Rocky. It's going to be real rocky for them, because that's what they gave to the world. That's what they prayed for. That's what they worked for. That's what they wanted. You've got a King of Swords here. He may not be an official person, or he knows about crooked official people. He's here bringing, or he's here as a lover to harmony. He's a lover of harmony, and he wants to restore it. He's all about the truth. We've got Adrift. See, somebody wasn't, there's some folks here who weren't willing to settle down and be serious. It could be these crooked official people. That's when a woman or a child is RAP'd, and nothing happens to the offender. I mean, you've got some pretty crappy stuff here going on. Tired. Yeah, this sweetheart is tired. She's tired. She's emotionally exhausted from dealing with everything, and she deserves a break now. She's no longer required to offer her services to these people. No, she's no longer your servant. Some of you barely survived this trauma. They drained you so bad. You may not have, what does it say? In the last days, time will be sped up, for if otherwise you would not survive, or something like that. So the sun is here, shining a light on crooked occupation. There's a surprise in the water, and I've heard these nefarious ones talking about it, these nihilists. Thank you for mentioning the proper way to say that. I really appreciate it. Collective. So you've got changes in your life. There's enlightenment. Whatever was hidden, there's people are being enlightened by it. There could be something in the water that was making changes in people's life. Like there could be some kind of a control mechanism in the water. Yeah, because the moon is said to control the tides of the water. There's something in the water that changes life, that causes changes in the life. That could be where their main, their this very big manipulative thing is. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. March, there's supposed to be a lot of stuff brought to light in March. Games, playing with love. Yep, making changes in your life. Whatever it is that's in the water. Now, mind you, you're 70% water or thereabout. And so whatever these changes that are affecting, you know, with these moons and all that, and the waters, it's also affecting the waters within your body. There's got to be some kind of a technology in the water that is causing changes in your life, like the tides, according to the cycles of the moon. There's something going on there. It's tied together, and it has to do with playing with love, with playing with your emotions. So there is a Queen of Wands here. Oh yeah, yeah. She's confident, she's passionate, she is the gift. She's got a bunch of pleasure seekers here that want to take part in her great good fortune. They're a rat pack working against her behind the scenes. They want a spiritual quest and a sense of belonging, but they're in the dark. They're on the dark side, and they only want to find out what it is that made her powerful so that they can try again to drag her into the dark. So we got a Knight of Wands, a Knight of Pentacles, and death in the courthouse. Whatever's being revealed in the courthouse, it's bringing death. They were fighting with innocence, with purity of the light-bearing beings of the earth angelics for their blessings. The owl is here. Wisdom is exposed in the courthouse, and they need an escape. They want to escape. They used love as an escape. They used love as of the earth angel as an escape route. They put them in the dark, covered them in their sin, and forced them into suffering. Forced them, these beautiful earth angels, into a rabbit hole. And all that crap is crumbling now. They're going to be drowning. They got a long, long road of neglect that they have to experience now. I don't think it's ever going to end. They've been doing this for thousands and thousands of years. And each of them have been doing it to hundreds of people. Not just one. And you're leaving. You're being very aggressive, and you're leaving. You're taking all of your love. You're taking all of your support, and you're going. And it doesn't matter how respectful they tell a lie into your face. It's still a lie. They're nothing more than an actor, a fraud. They need to go away. Far, far away. They got caught up in a blind spot. They're the ones getting burned, right? They got all tangled up with this snake, with this temptation, and they've been found guilty. They need to face it. They need to face it. You were in it alone, and now they will be. They're an empty vessel. They don't have anything, and they're gonna be alone. They're gonna go into some solitary confinement, a state of suffering, and they're looking for an exit plan. Yeah, they say, I didn't mean to hurt you. Well, of course you did. You took great pleasure in it for thousands of years, man. They're not telling the truth. The fact is that they're grieving that you're leaving, and they want to come up and schmooze you with a simple word. That's all they have is words and sex. That's it. And none of it is truthful. None of it is honest. All of it has to do with trying to stick you here and cover you in their sin so that they can continue having a freaking jovial time effing the world over and pretending like they're okay. But they're just a rat, man. They're so full of darkness. They're just a freaking rat. All right. I'm cutting out of this energy. I can't get into it very often, but you know what? This is it. This is it for me. And somebody's, you know, take it as it resonates. See you on the next one.